Today we compare the Viking Blods. Dansk Mjod versus City Steading.
Hi, I'm Brian.
I'm Derica, and you're watching City Steading Brews.
And today is the culmination of a couple of things that we've done. This is the Viking Blod Taste Test Challenge versus my clone. If you don't know what Viking Blod is, it is a product by Dansk Mjod. It's a mead. It's a hopped hibiscus mead. Now they make it in a specific way. They make a sweet mead, then they fortify it by using a neutral grain spirit. Could be a lot of things. And then they dry hop it and they add a lot more honey to it. So they make a very sweet, high alcohol product that doesn't need any chemicals to stop fermentation. I like that. That's why I did this one. So we have here our version, which has been sitting for a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I wanted 2 to 3 weeks. It's closer to 4, but that's okay. It's going to have plenty of hoppy flavor for all you hotbeds out there. So what I want to do today is we're going to rack this out of this container and into this container. Those of you who see this might realize this is a Carlo Rossi. This is the sangria version. It's kind of like drinking alcoholic cherry juice. So it's really not that displeasurable to drink. But look at this bottle. This is the perfect size to rack a 1 gallon into because we're going to lose a little bit due to all the sediment. When I put it in here, it's probably going to be full mostly to the top. And if there's too much, we'll just have to drink it. Oh, sad day. But what I actually want to do is rack it into this pitcher first. And I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. First, I like to rack into the pitcher just to make sure if there's any degassing that has to be done or anything like that. And this way I'm racking it twice. So maybe any sediment doesn't get through because the hops and everything is still in there. That's why we're racking. Otherwise, I'd just be bottling this. So, as we always do, we take the auto siphon and put it in there. Derica loses her head. It's just the way it goes. Look at that color. It's very pretty. And we actually drank some of just the hibiscus mead before we fortified it. This stuff is good. Like, I'm going to make it that way just for us to drink. It was really, really good. I think it was like 11% alcohol by volume, and it had this wonderful flavor. It had a little bit of sweetness left to it. Hibiscus really is like an amazing flavor. It's citrusy and florally and fruity all at the same time. It's just really good. Now I'll shut up while we rack. Okay, so we racked this into the plastic pitcher. Then we racked it back into this bottle. There was a little bit left over, about that much. So, this is a 750 ml. It's almost half a bottle. So, tomorrow happens to be D&D day with Savvy and Ben. Pretty sure that'll get consumed. Poured a little bit off into a glass here. And now I'm going to pour some of the Dansk Mjod. We can actually move those completely away if you want to, because this is what they came to see. And right here, we'll pour about the same amount. Oh, wow. Hibiscus mead with no red color. I guess I haven't looked at this in a while. It's been a while since we tasted this. So, I did it off of memory, and I just made a hibiscus hopped mead. I mean, whatever. So we're going to put that over there. So, right off the bat, there's a difference in color. I'm not really sure how they can make a hibiscus mead that doesn't have red color in it. That's strange to me, but okay, I'm not going to judge on that. There's another ingredient in this that is not in ours. I can tell you that right now. I smell like ginger or something, which would have been interesting had I known that there was ginger in it. We don't have to worry about getting them confused.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So they're not going to taste the same at all.
No.
I can tell you that right now. There's something else in this. Someone mentioned something about that to me too.
It smells either spiced or oaked or both.
It could be oaked with that kind of color. Well, here's the thing. We're going to take a taste of it anyway. This is how you kind of roll back from things, folks. And here's the truth. Here's what happened. I have not had that in about a year, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's been quite some time. I've been meaning to do I've been meaning to do this series of videos for quite some time, and I just kept letting it get away from me. I actually watched videos and did some research on how to make this. They did not mention any extra ingredients, but there's something else in there. Okay, the smell is very, very, very different. I mean, obviously this one is red, that one's golden. They look different.
It almost reminds me of the bochet. I hate to even mention it, but like a cooked honey. It could be.
It's not supposed to be.
I know, but.
I will say this much. Mine tastes really, really good. Now remember, mine is like 20% alcohol, but it's got a sweet, fruity flavor. Only as it finishes do you get the alcohol. Like, you can tell there's alcohol in there, but it's only right at the end. See this, I almost get a ginger. I know they make ginger mead, but this isn't supposed to have any in it. Like, according to their videos and their stuff.
This one, to me, tastes like honey. It has something wrong with it.
It's very strong. Like, it's very powerful flavor. Actually, it tastes kind of weak compared to mine. Wait till you try mine.
But I get a strong honey.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they back sweeten with honey after it's been fortified, so it can't re-ferment, but you get a lot of pure raw honey flavor in there. We did a pound. They taste completely different, obviously. I would say this isn't even like hibiscus where this is. It just they're that different, which is interesting because hibiscus hopped mead.
Yeah, it's really bizarre that all the research we did on how they make this.
So they did something super secret and they don't want to tell anybody.
Which is fine,
Yeah,
and they
I'm
have all
good with
rights to that because it's their recipe. They actually say right on the bottle that it was based on a recipe from around year 1700.
Based on, which means they could have done anything they wanted.
Yeah. And,
That's okay. By the way, this is in no way a criticism of their product. Just, it's a very popular mead, so we wanted to try to recreate it.
Sure.
We obviously fell far short of recreating it, but we made something really awesome anyway, which is kind of the way we do things. I like mine better.
I like yours better too. I want to love this. I want to cherish this. I want this to be my favorite thing. And the reason for that is because I am part Danish. So I feel a connection to this product, which is really odd, but I'm that kind of person. But in comparing these two beverages, if you had me blindfolded and you said, okay, this is the same beverage, I'd be like, no, it's not.
No, they're not the same at all. So anybody that's watching this, if you start to think, oh, you guys messed up, we really didn't. We went off of what I was told in the research, and I'm not blaming anybody, and made a hibiscus hopped mead. Now, I will say this too. The original hibiscus mead, I think, is even better than before we fortified and hopped it.
Right.
I don't really get the hops flavor. I'm not really getting it. If it's there, I don't think it's helping.
Yeah. I'm
Separate but equal.
A little sad because our intention was triplicate this and we did not.
No.
We didn't even come close. But we made a really neat thing that I really enjoy, and
you can get really crocked on.
Yes. I am notorious for making overly strong cocktails.
You have no idea.
This tastes like something I would have created by combining various things that you see on our shelves.
Yeah, it's 20 to 21% alcohol. Best I can figure.
We were thinking about going to the UPS store when we were done filming to get a super secret package that is waiting for us there. But
after drinking these,
I'm thinking that would not be in our best interest.
Probably not.
These are strong. They're both strong. And they're both good. But they're very different.
I think if you mix them together, they'd be awesome. Go for it. I didn't think she'd really do it. Usually she won't do it.
So you can see how vibrant the hibiscus is. And I've noticed this in drinking hibiscus tea. I drink a lot of hibiscus tea. So it just completely annihilated any color that was from the the Dansk Mjod's version.
You get the gingery sweet honey of the Dansk Mjod mixed with the hibiscus. That's really good. Dansk Mjod, if you're listening, City Steading mead, right there. Call it that. Put it in a bottle. I'll take half the profits, no problem. That's really good. It's actually better than either
nice.
of the two alone. It's actually very, very nice because the little bit more complexity that was in the Dansk Mjod stuff added with our, strong hibiscus sweetness. Wow, that really works well together.
So now that we've completely annihilated all of the science that went into this,
But it was entertaining.
the original Dansk Mjod Viking Blod.
Blood.
Blood.
We're Americans. It's Viking blood.
Had almost a toasty honey, like a boucher cooked honey with
I think it's oaked.
essence of oak, kind of, but I think it was more spiced. It reminded me of Christmas.
Yeah.
So
That's
it
where I'm
was
getting
kind
ginger
of
from.
a mulled mead.
That's where I'm getting ginger.
That's what it tasted like to me. And the color was a nice golden color. Ours is dark red, vibrant, bright, and that went on with the palate as well. The hibiscus gave it that bright flavor where it was, as Brian said earlier, fruity, citrusy, florally combo, but it was still very sweet. And I wasn't really getting the hops,
No.
which was a big concern of mine,
I thought I
particularly since we
overhopped.
dry hopped it for so long. I was like, oh,
I thought I
please
overdid
tell
it.
me this isn't going to be a bittery mess. It was not a bittery mess. It was very
Not
nice.
at all. It's actually really pleasant.
And perhaps the brightness of the hibiscus goes along with the hops, making it not
That's entirely possible.
taste.
I am still curious how Dansk Mjod makes hibiscus mead that's not red.
Now
There are different. Oh, there's different.
there's different hibiscus flowers.
They probably used a completely different kind of hibiscus, but they're all supposed to taste the same.
Right. So we grow red, peach, and white hibiscus here. So if they used entirely white hibiscus, then it may not color
That's possible. And if they oaked it, it would get that golden color.
right.
But anyway, I want to just say one last thing. A lot of YouTubers at this point would say, I'm not showing that video. Not us. Because I don't see this as a mistake. I see
No.
this as we tried something and we
Right.
made something unique and different that I've never had before. Came out wonderful, even though it's not the same as the Dansk Mjod stuff.
So our creation is no longer going to be the Viking Blod Clone.
No,
It
we're going
is
to call it something else.
now going to be
We'll come up with a name. Actually,
Franken-
suggestions. Give
Frankenberry.
us names in the comments.
yes. Name our creation. It is fabulous, and I love it.
But that's all we got for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Bye bye.